What's up, enthusiasts? Today we're taking a look at the newest blaster in the Modulus line, the Recon MKII. Let's start with the packaging. It's an open-face box. You can actually get an idea of the blaster's size and feel, which I like, and oddly enough, on the back, there's nothing really about the Recon MKII itself outside of a range claim. The rest of it is an image of the original Modulus blaster and kits. Getting to the blaster itself, I really like the aesthetics of it. It's just cool looking to me. Outside of the stock, that is. The stock looks short even for a child and just seems like a bit of an afterthought, which is disappointing, but the barrel attachment looks awesome and it's short enough that you only lose a couple FPS having it attached, which means I might run it on something in the future when it's painted up nice. The blaster itself has a cool look with a Nerf rail on one side for attachments, and the priming slide is angled, giving it a unique look that I really like. The handguard around the grip is neat, but unfortunately causes a big issue I'll get to later on. On the performance front, you can see the blaster without the barrel is hitting in the mid to high 60s, which seems to be around 5 to 10 FPS lower than the stock Retaliator, which is a bit concerning to me. Unfortunately, the stock Retaliator I have currently is torn apart for a project, so I can't test to see how much of a difference in effective range there is between the two. It is worth noting that the breach does appear to be different than the Retaliator, and it's possible that might attribute to this drop in FPS if it's not sealing well. I tried to get the blaster open to take a look at the internals, but despite my best efforts, I wasn't able to get the shell apart, and it felt like the blaster might break if I continued trying. I decided for the sake of getting this review out to you, I'd return to it at a later date, and I'll let you all know if I find anything when I do get it open. Now back to that handguard issue I mentioned earlier. It's a cool aesthetic touch, but someone on the Nerf Modders Welcome Facebook group noticed something rather important. While the blaster works with most clip sizes, there are two it doesn't work with, the straight 18 and the 25 drum. Kind of a big deal, right? The most popular clip, the straight 18, is unusable in this blaster. This seems like a massive oversight by Hasbro. Either that or they want to push us to buy more 12 dart clips to use. The issue with the 18s at least seems like they can be alleviated with some cutting of the shell to accommodate the nub on the side of the clip, but then it won't look quite as nice, and we should be able to use any clip out of the box with these blasters. Overall, I like this blaster. It feels really nice and it looks really cool. I do wish the stock was a different one or just omitted since it doesn't add much, and obviously wish the issues with the handguard were taken care of. Now, because of the lower FPS and that handguard issue, I just can't recommend this as a purchase if all you generally use is straight 18s. Now, maybe Hasbro will do a revision of this blaster that fixes that issue, and if they do, this seems like a decent buy. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I wish I could have recommended this blaster because, like I said, I love the aesthetics. I just wish the issues it has weren't there. I want to know what you think of this blaster, though. Is the visual appeal worth the glaring issue of the handguard? Or are you going to wait and see if they make a revision to the blaster? I look forward to your thoughts on this, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Have fun flinging foam, and I'll see you next time.